My phone doesn't work, so I'm in front of the Seventh-day Adventists to use their internet. I can't go through and check and make sure my videos are all correct today, because I simply don't have the access. Right now, I'm having to make sure my vehicle is running so it charges my electronics. I'm hoping that the laundromat over there does indeed have internet, as they were telling me before. Had I known that, I would have tried using it the whole time. Life is what it is, right? That does not allow me to make the phone calls I need to make. I'm hoping that Dallas will be there, and if Dallas is there, I don't know. Paying my insurance when I can't draw the picture because I don't have a place to draw it. I really need to be able to print out the picture, and I don't have any money to do that either. I do have a printer, of course, but I gotta find a place to plug it in where it's not inappropriate to do that here, because it's inappropriate to do it in Starbucks. I know, because I had one employee at one Starbucks. I was telling her, I would try to do all my printer stuff, but if I bring my printer in here, I'll probably end up having somebody say something, and I walked in the door because I was told it was okay, and I walked in the door, and as soon as I walked in the door with my big ass printer, it's lightweight, but it's pretty big, I was told, that is not appropriate. This is not your personal office. One employee said it was okay, and another employee said it was. And I wish I remember their names. Oh, fuck. That's one of the things that sucks. Like, all right, the Starbucks, one of the Starbucks in Cheyenne, they're both good to me. And I also remember Grace, and she was good to me as well. I don't remember the name of the one dude who was an asshole. Isn't that horrible? Anyway, we got some information on the town here and what it is that I'm up against out of other people's mouths, not just mine. A lot of other people's mouths, matter of fact. Anyway, if there's a situation with Molly, I won't be able to record it live. So she'll be able to say whatever she wants. I will have it recorded, but if they won't let me show it in court, or they try arresting me on some bogus bullshit and refusing to look at anything, and I need someone to go in with me. It's with me that's the important part, and none of these agencies that I'm sent to, after running me around in circles, none of them understand the urgency of it. And a lot of people are dead as a result. Anyway, I don't want to wear out my welcome here at the Seventh-day Adventist. I'm going to hope that Dallas is down there, and maybe he might be able to provide some sort of an idea of something. If he can, obviously I have to have my insurance paid. This is my house. I can't have it fucking towed, and I can't clear my name without evidence. The problem with guilty until proven innocent is that unless it's just your word just ain't good enough, is it? Especially if you're a male. Anyway, I'll probably, I was gonna say I'd probably stop by Safeway to look for. Sorry, I disconnected. It costs the people here at the Seventh-day Adventist their money for me to try this, for me to put gas in my vehicle, and for me to not be able to hook up my phone and be able to help myself or receive any help if they're able to get a hold of anyone. It's horrible. Like that, yes, thank you, finally, but now I can't do anything for myself because I'm cut off again. But so all of the stuff that I could day late and $1 short, and I did run around all these different places. It's just a matter of running into the right person at that place. But also there's the rules with the cards and all that other stuff, and that a big old friggin' huge line while I'm hoping to do that, and I'm having anxiety about all this stuff, and I'm just... I told the truth. I recorded the situations and the witnesses. I was locked up and repeatedly incarcerated on zero evidence and never allowed to defend myself. Nearly 30 times in 6 years. Either locked up or sent to a hospital for trying to tell on law enforcement. All across the nation. Or for trying to tell on women who played victim. All across the nation. Or, of course, cops who played victim, or people like, of course, registered sex offender Robert Franklin Warnick. Or, of course, Alicia Bollinger also playing victim. And Danica Garner also playing victim. And Rochelle Shelley Campbell also playing victim. And me never being allowed to defend myself against any of it. Or show evidence against any of it because I was called mentally ill and all of my rights were gone. You get to hear from these people who are supposed to be professionals. You get to hear the statistics out of their mouths and the risks out of their mouths. When I call these places and I record them and I put them up. So you can stop calling me schizophrenic. You can listen to these professionals saying these things. But even then, no, that's not good enough. You continue and proceed to call me schizophrenic. Well then, you're calling those professionals schizophrenic. You're calling the people at the crisis line schizophrenic. You're calling those officers schizophrenic. You're not doing yourself any good by doing that. All these people who pretend that I would hurt them. You know, there is no reason for them to believe that I would hurt them because I don't have a history of doing that, but these people have a history of doing it. Most of them have a history of doing these things to others. And to myself previously. But it's okay, isn't it? It's always for the same reasons. And those reasons are the exact reasons why we are the number one on the list. Every one of these lists. All of these reasons. All of the things that I am being victimized over. These are the reasons that we have checks and balances that are supposed to be in place to protect people like me. But no, that's not how it works. They bounce back and forth between I'm competent and I'm not, I'm sane and I'm not. My story's not changing. But whether or not I'm sane according to them is based on what I am saying and what others are saying. It's not based on the evidence. So I'm not allowed to show the evidence. I have to be afraid to. If I go in alone, I will be threatened, harassed, or intimidated, or blown off. I go to one of these agencies, it's like pulling teeth to get them to take a look. They have a very limited amount of time to call it in. Without family, who cares, though, or someone to act as family? You allow people like me to be victimized until we literally have to scream for help. And then you beat us down and shove drugs in us like assholes. There was never, ever a need to inject me with drugs for trying to tell on my predators. That is never okay. But they get away with it when you're alone. Anyway, I'm going to be at internet range in about a minute, so hopefully I'll get to internet range down there by the hunting store. That's where Dallas usually is. I still need the help. I'm hoping I run into him there. Maybe I'll get lucky and get to see Claire. I can't call either one of them. I can't call Scott. My phone doesn't work. So now I'm cut off from the witnesses. I tried to explain to them we got one day to do this. None of them understood that. Two of them got the cold, you know? Life fucking happens, but that doesn't mean I'm a liar, goddammit. That's why it's a good thing that those events and those people are actually on my YouTube channel. Alright, so wish me luck. Good to be ready. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper, and no victim left behind.